Yes, I'm Gary Jones. I feel like it's homecoming today. I was sitting here thinking 38 years ago today I was in the third floor of Nance Boyer in Dr. Simpson's political science class, and from 8 till 9:15, and I slept through half of that. I was born at Fort Sill. My dad was a sergeant in the Army. Dad's here today. Dad, if you would stand up, please. Most of you know my dad is JJ. If you've ever been to the golf course, you know my dad. But there were 7 of us kids when we were growing up, and Dad and Mom taught us early that they gave us everything we ever needed in life, and the wants were things we had to go out and earn ourselves, and we learned real early that list of wants was pretty long. But I graduated from Lawton Eisenhower in 1972. Mr. Buckwald was my biology teacher back in 1970, and a lot of you probably remember El Palacio Restaurant. I actually cooked at El Palacio Restaurant in high school. Met my wife working at Gibson's just before we started college. We both attended Cameron and graduated. I got a degree in business administration and accounting. She's a teacher, teaches kindergarten at Cache Public Schools. In fact, one of her students is here today. But we've been a part of the community. We moved out southwest of Cache 31 years ago, and I've lived out there, and Mary Jane's been teaching. My daughter teaches high school math at Cache. My son works at the Office of Juvenile Affairs, and he leaves the 1st of October going to Alabama, and he'll be deployed to Afghanistan in January with the Marine Corps. Got 3 beautiful grandchildren. My grandson Blake is 6, a first grader at Cache. Granddaughter Lauren, who's 4 years old, and then the newest grandchild is 3 months old. And I went to work for Bell Telephone when I was 18 years old. At 20, I was promoted into management, managing telephone operators here in Lawton. At 21, was promoted again to the Office of Planning and Budgets in Oklahoma City. Traveled the state doing independent cost studies and supervised a team of accountants that summarized those results and audited those. I started my own business, OTT Business System, at 28 years old. Dad told me I was crazy. I quit my job with $4,000 in the savings account. We built that up to over 40 employees at 6 locations in Oklahoma and Texas. In 1994, I ran for county commissioner because I was concerned about things that were being done in government, and didn't take a single penny in campaign contributions, and no one gave me a chance of winning, but we went out and knocked on doors and talked to people, and I won that race. But what we did is we worked extremely close together with the city of Lawton. I could remember when I came in and we were giving grants to people. Everybody that was promising a job coming into Comanche County, we were giving them a grant, and we weren't holding them accountable. I came up with the idea, instead of giving them grants, let's make them forgivable loans where people would be held responsible. Most people don't know it, but I'm the one that came up with the funding formula for Bar S. I sat on the committee with the chamber, and we had a $2.5 million incentive program that Bar S turned down. And actually at McDonald's, I was sitting at McDonald's one day with Bill Williams and Jim Powers and said, Altus did it with a 1 cent sales tax for 5 years. We can do it in Comanche County with a 1/4 cent tax, and it'll take us 10 months and 10 days to do that. So Jim took the idea to the Chamber of Commerce and came back, and we compromised and did a 12-month tax. And we made sure that the citizens of Comanche County were protected, and that Bar S did what they said they were going to do. And so we started the economic development program. We actually funded enough money off of that to fund Republic Paper. And look how many jobs we brought in working together. I'm sitting here listening about the county commissioners talk about cooperation. We worked with the city of Lawton. If you go down here on Bishop Road, there's a bridge down here. It's a 100-foot bridge that the Comanche County Western District built in an interlocal agreement with the city of Lawton. And we built that bridge for $149,000. Traditionally, using traditional methods, that bridge would have cost $307,000. One of the things that I want to do as state auditor, I'm a CPA, I'm a certified fraud examiner. I meet all the requirements. But what I want to do is to work to make sure that we make government more efficient, more effective, and that the funds are going toward the essential services. Most state auditors have performance divisions. That's one of their main functions. We don't do that in the state of Oklahoma. To go through and make sure that we do things more efficiently, more effectively. There are 49 other states out there that perform the same type of services across the nation that we are. Let's go out there and find that best model and let's bring those ideas to Oklahoma, and we as the auditor's office can do that and make sure that the people's tax dollars are not just spent legally, but they're spent efficiently and effectively. And that because there's a shortfall of money right now, but the shortfall has to do with inefficiencies and waste in government. You know, eliminating corruption in government's a big thing. I've uncovered more corruption than the last 3 state auditors combined. And not my office, but me individually, and took that information to the FBI. It resulted in 8 indictments and 7 convictions. The first role that the state auditor plays is to ensure that the tax dollars are spent legally, effectively, and that the financial statements reflect what was done in those government agencies. But I believe that what we're not doing, that we should be doing, and I've been talking about this for years, is to go through to make sure that we're spending that money effectively, efficiently, and that the services that we're providing are done in the most economically effective manner possible. For those of you that don't know, 744 says that the state will fund education at the regional average. The problem I have with 744 is Oklahoma as a whole are not at the regional average. You know, if Texas, their cost of government spending is a whole lot higher than ours. If we do that, then the bigger percentage of our funds will go toward education, and there's no accountability built into that bill. I firmly believe we need more money to the classroom, that we need to make sure that we teach our kids better, we have better accountability, but I don't believe that bill provides for that accountability, and it will devastate other services across Oklahoma if that passes, because if we have to spend it may mean that 70% of all funds in Oklahoma go to education, which means roads and bridges and prisons and economic development will suffer because of it.